Testimony in Alex Murdaugh's double murder case officially over. Jurors will get a chance to go to Moselle, see the scene of the murders of Paul and Maggie Wednesday morning before returning here to the courthouse. That's where closing arguments could begin sometime mid-afternoon.
Your Honor, in the rebuttal case, the state rests.
Majority of Tuesday's testimony focusing on debunking several theories recently proposed by the defense, including that Paul was shot in the back of the head at point-blank range.
In my 20-plus years of experience doing autopsies and seeing contact shotgun wounds to the head, which are associated with massive gas expansion in the skull, there's no way that these features are consistent with a contact shotgun wound to the head.
Another theory, Paul's shooter was inside the feed room.
You act this out, and I'm going to do what you tell me to do based on the defense's theory of the case.
The defense agreed with the assessment that Paul stood there for a moment, bleeding down his injured left arm, and he slowly walked toward the door.
Okay, and what does the shooter do?
The shooter's coming in the door.
And then what does the shooter do?
He shoots Paul in the back of the head after he passes him.
Okay, and then shoots Paul in the back of the head like this.
I think the theory is preposterous.
And that the shooter couldn't have been taller than around 5'2".
Can you exclude a 6'4" defendant like Alex Murdaugh, or anyone for that matter at that height, from shooting that shotgun at that angle?
Absolutely not.
Meanwhile, defense working to discredit the state's witnesses.
Did you measure any of these forces?
I did not.
You just threw the phone around in your office?
Absolutely.
So you're alone in your office, throwing the phone around, taking no measurements, recording nothing over the weekend, and then you come in here and testify as an expert as to what the phone will do?
That's correct.
And suggested some were testifying against Murdaugh because of personal vendettas.
And if you're implying that I would come in here and somehow shade truth in any way because of that, I would take high offense with that, Mr. Hartpootlian.
I'm concerned about your high offense. Are you angry at him for stealing your money?
The state also calling Murdaugh's former colleague and friend Mark Ball to the stand, as well as former Hampton County Sheriff T.C. Smalls. South Carolina Attorney General Alan Wilson also making an appearance. Now, Judge Newman hopeful the jury can be charged and begin deliberations at some point Wednesday afternoon. Of course, that will depend on how long the jury trip to Moselle will take in the morning. Reporting in Colleton County, Riley Benson, Count on 2.